I remember when I was a little boy, a teenager. Back in my country, we used to have a game. It's more of a trick question among boys that we used to ask. Uh, we used to ask, are you a 100% proven man? Or are you a 100% proven macho? Well, that's the real question. Are you a 100% proven macho? So, if you answer no, it's like, okay, you're not a macho, you're not a man. If you answer yes, it would mean that you tried everything, even homosexual encounters, and you didn't like it, but you still tried it. So, then when you get to mature and you get to grow up, if you're lucky enough to grow up with the right values and principles with the right environment, you get to understand that manhood and masculinity is not about the things that you own or the color of your Bugatti. Oh, what color is your Bugatti? What color is your Bugatti? You get to understand that masculinity is not about how many women you have been with. It's not how many women you have, because you don't have women. You are with women together, you don't possess them. And that's another thing that you get to understand if you are a real man. That you don't own, you don't possess people, you don't possess women. You get to understand that it's not about the possessions, it's not about the size of your penis or the size of your muscles or the size of your house. Well, you get to understand that all this stuff are not only frivolous, not important, but they decay, they go away. Material possessions, they can go away. The size of your muscles can go away and they're irrelevant. The size of your penis most certainly goes away and decays. So what is to be a real man? What is to be a real masculine man? There is a term that is being used a lot lately, the idea of the alpha male. Oh, are you alpha male? Are you man enough? Alpha male, the alpha male. This is the people. I do this mockery because the people who think this way, they're just stupid. They are not mature. They haven't grown up, and they think that the alpha male idea is being a bully, being possessive, having women, having control over people, over men and women around you, taking advantage of people. That's a good one. That's a big one. Taking advantage of people, abusing, disrespecting, stepping over other people. And that is not at all what is to be a real man. Like, at all. That is the complete opposite. There is a very important primatologist called Frans De Waal. And he has been studying the behaviors of primates, and gorillas and chimpanzees, and he feels responsible. He talks about how he feels responsible for the use of the term alpha male in the wrong context, taken out of the context and used it in the wrong way, because he explains that the term has been used in the complete wrong way. It has been used in the complete opposite way. He noticed that the alpha male is the group, yes, is the dominant individual. But first he points out that alpha males, don't necessarily, or alpha individuals, they don't necessarily need to be males. There have been female individuals who show traits of leadership. And we see that a lot in the wild, in nature. We see a lot of women or a lot of female individuals who show traits of leadership, and they take control of the pack, of the group, of the community of animals, or the community of individuals. So the alpha attitude is not necessarily a masculine, a male thing. But most importantly, he explained how the alpha individual, if it's the right one, it has the right behavior, which is diffusing conflict, looking after the group, taking care of the other members of the community, taking care of the group. If this alpha individual saw these traits, it gets support from the group, and it grows up to become an elder, a respected elder. On the other hand, if the alpha individual show traits of abuse and disrespect towards the group, eventually he will get displaced. There will be younger individuals who will show traits of leadership, and they will displace this abusive individual. And very likely he will be expelled from the community. And that happens in the wild. It is funny because it's individuals who have made this alpha male terminology, this alpha male trend popular, this Andrew Tate individual. It's difficult to call this guy a man. He likes to compare himself to the gorillas. So this is how the gorillas do it. I heard him several times saying that this is how the gorillas do it. You know, the male and the alpha male in the group, they control it. You're wrong. You're wrong. Don't listen to the ape. Listen to the primatologist. Don't listen to the monkey. Listen to the individual who study the monkeys. Okay? That's not how gorillas do it. In a pack of animals in the wild, an individual who is abusive, disrespectful, and a bully eventually get displaced or gets expelled because he doesn't have the respect of the group. On the contrary, an individual who is wise, who is caring and protective of his group, he will get the respect that he deserved. And it happens the same in human societies, in human communities. If you are a man who is respectful, caring, protective, and likes to share knowledge, you will grow up old. You will grow old to become a respected member of your community. You can try it. If you notice that it's getting darker, it's because it's starting to rain and it's a massive cloud over me. Sorry about the light. You have the choice to decide what kind of individual you want to be, not what kind of man, because this works the same for men and women. Unfortunately, the trend right now is for a lot of young guys who are confused, scared, and have a vulnerable masculinity to attack women and make them the target of their hatred, their resentment, and their bullying, which is despicable. So you want to be an alpha individual. If you want to be an alpha individual, you have to show the right traits. Caring, protective. Big rain now. Caring, protective, respectful. To grow up to be a respected member of your community.